issue and just tackle the issue itself. I'd like Daniel Silke to give us an answer to the question we have discussed for the past 3 weeks or so. Now, Daniel, did the media cause the split in the ANC, or was it exclusively a political act with no fanning from the media?
Now, I think in every society there's always a suspicion of what the power of the media is, and I certainly believe that in the South African case we have seen the media simply reflect the internal dynamics of the ruling political party and the changing nature of South Africa's political scene. I see no correlation at all with the media to be blamed at all for the split in the ANC. This is an internal political matter orchestrated by the membership of the ANC and is playing itself out by the membership of the ANC itself.
All right, now, Leslie, would you agree with that?
I would agree with that.
Totally. Right, okay. Bevan, let's move on to Daniel. Daniel, what do you make of the comments that we've just heard, especially from Roy?
Look, I think they're both valid comments because they reflect the political debate in the country today. On Roy's comment in particular, there's very little clarity coming out of the new pretenders for power within the country. So I think he just articulates that point. But I want to say something about the media and how the media is handling this particular schism within the ANC, and I think it's fascinating. What I think is particularly interesting here is that you have perhaps the makings of not only two new political entities, let's say a reworked ANC and a new Shaloa Lakota party, but you also have the possibility of different media groups now within the country supporting, or at least implicitly supporting, different political parties. So for the first time, we could very well be seeing certain media institutions, particularly perhaps the independent media in South Africa, going for the new political movement, and perhaps the more established media institutions, including, I might add, the SABC, going and looking as though they will be perhaps a little more friendly towards the existing government, the existing ANC. So we're building into our political process now within the country, within the media faction as well, political factions. It's a little bit like visiting the United States. You watch CNN and you get a viewpoint that's more pro-Democratic Party. You watch Fox News in the United States, you get a viewpoint that's more Republican based. And perhaps we're moving into this realm within South Africa. It's not an unhealthy realm. It's quite interesting, and it'll be quite robust as well.
So more moving into opinions that we're seeing there. Mike from the Eastern Cape, what do you have of time? Daniel, just in 10 seconds, what do you have to say in closing?
I think the media is going to have a tough job because we in South Africa are setting new precedents for our new democracy every day. We're changing every day and we're learning to adapt, and the media will have to learn to adapt as well. It's a different ballgame today than it was even just a few weeks ago.
Adapting to what is happening today. Well, we do thank you very much for joining